Now we will dive into a retail use case. Our customer Liz, we saw it at the beginning, laying on the sofa, relaxing, but the new sofa is damaged. And she wants to refund the whole order in this case. Here we see Chris on the other side is not so relaxed because it's also a very complex flow in the background. That means we have a lot of orchestration. We have this tight SLAs because most of the refund requests missed the SLAs in the case of a refund. That's typical in our customer environments. And the main question here is, can agents and AI solve this independently? And we saw it in our first use case, 50% yes, 50% no. But let's have a look how we can make it simple for the customer and for the agents. Same starting point, Liz submits a request, in this case from an email. Then the co-pilot will retrieve the order number because Liz only sent a request to, okay, refund the order. That means the co-pilot will look will ask the Liz again, and Liz has to enter the order number again. After that, the co-pilot will also work again, suggest an action, starting a next meta flow in this case, and then the process will start from this point. That's very important because now we can work with the next meta flows to easily provide Liz tasks and safe environment to upload photos and so on. We also integrate to other systems. Here in this case, like SAP, we check the order data and route the claim in this case. After that, Liz also has to submit a proof, maybe a photo of the damaged sofa. Like in the first use case, we need an approval and a decision based on the photo, based on the decision from Liz. Is it a full refund or should we send a new sofa to her? In this case, we refund the issued completely and don't send another sofa to her. We updated the back office system in the background, and it looks so easy because we have the agent on the other side, and the one side, the AI on the other side, and in between is the magic workflow with Next Matter.
So, demo time. In this demo, as Mark told us, Liz sent an email about her damaged sofa, and she sent it to Zendesk requesting a refund. Once again, gets picked up by Copilot, detects the intent, and we suggest the next action. In this case, we can't start yet with our workflow because we need an order number. So here we see Copilot suggesting a reply to the agent to be sent to Liz to ask her for an order number. If she had sent that order number, then we wouldn't ask you to immediately offer the next step. If she hadn't mentioned the product name or the type of damage, then we could also request that. Now that we have all the information, order number, product type, etc., we can start our workflow in Next Matter by clicking the action button, approving it, and similar as a previous demo, we will start the process in Next Matter, and we also inform the agent on the ticket what happened. With refund processes, because it can take a little while, keeping people up to date on what's happening is important, especially if you don't want to have the back and forth with the customer about, do you have an update yet? Do you have an update yet? Do you have an update yet? So what we did in our first step is the moment we start the process, we send an email to Liz saying, here's the URL. If you click on it, you can see the status of your request. So similar to how the agent can see what's going on, she also has a customer-facing view that says, well, basically, we've started the process. So she's aware, she knows what's going on. When we do that request, since we have the order number, we can make a call to SAP or another other system, and we pull in all the information the agent needs to validate this flow. So we can see the product, we can see the warranty status. We also know what the issue is It's been clearly written in the email. Copilot can pick it up and pass it to next matter. So all the information is there, and we can choose to execute a refund request. The agent completes it, and now we start with that flow. Of course, we can't refund anything unless we know that the sofa is indeed damaged. So first thing we do is an automatic email to Liz asking her for a photo of that sofa. Liz gets an email and she can submit a form. Important here, if she had sent an image in the first email, we could pick that up in our flow and then just not ask the information again. In this case, she needs to upload it. We provide all the context, the order number, her email address, etc. And she uploads a picture of the damaged sofa. And of course, she gets a confirmation that everything is well. Here too, basically for the agent, except for like starting the process, he doesn't really need to do anything. Validating refunds is done by a different team. So once again, we're in the workflow backend where Petro this time again goes into the task and he validates the upload information from Liz. The agent and Liz in that status board will also see that Petro has started looking at it. So they get an email like, hey, it's in process. They can see the information. Petro inspects the sofa, clearly damaged. So he executes a refund. He could also decline it. That would send another email to the agent to handle it. But in this case, we approve it and everybody's happy. Approving it does a couple of things. One of them, of course, email to Liz telling her, hey, the refund's been executed. With the additional context, please wait 5 days before you get your money. So she doesn't start looking at her bank account immediately. And that email gets sent to Liz and she has all the information she needs and she's happy. She'll get her money back. In the backend, we also did a couple of different things. We connected to SAP, we executed a refund, we did a lot of API work.